Hi, welcome to the Quantity Surveying Studio. I hope everyone is doing good, having a good career, having a great learning time. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe for quantity surveying related videos. Please do share it with your friends, your colleagues. Do like this video if you have found it to be useful, and all the other videos if you have found it to be useful. So here in this video, we'll be looking through a case study, and this is for a bit evaluation purpose, a case study which I found through net. Hope this would be like kind of practical thing, so it would be more clearer and it will be easy for you to understand, and you can utilize it for your projects also. So this case study is basically like 3 bids were received, or 3 contractors were invited for a particular project. It was supply, delivery, and installation of transformer and substation equipments. Basically, they have divided this entire evaluation into different sections. So I've done a working out here in Excel to show you it clearly. So here the first section will be correcting the bid price in USD, because sometimes what happens is the bid will be submitted by different bidders in different currencies. So you need to have that common currency, and usually it is US dollars in most countries. Sometimes if it is like small projects, it will be the local currency. Big projects, and if there are different contractors from different countries participating, then usually in the contract they will be specifying that US dollars will be the common currency used. So accordingly, we'll need to convert the other currencies to US dollars. Then there are some other sections like spare parts, control units, spare tools, and these are part of the scope. And then adding these different scopes, we'll have the total bid after these scope adjustments. Then there is something called operating efficiency, commercial terms. So this is basically for this project. Doesn't mean that for every project this will be the same thing. This is specifically for this project. For different other projects, there will be different other section, different other items. So if you go through it, the first bidder, so if you see again, when a price is bidded, different bidders will bid it in different ways. So in this case, if you see, bidder A has provided different prices. Here you need to understand that there are different items here. There will be item number 1, item number 2. Here bidder B has combined everything in under one. So supply and installation of transformer and substation equipment is just one item for bidder B and C. Here maybe bidder A would have split it into different sections. Maybe this will be supply of just transformer, this will be installation transformer, this will be supply of other equipment, miscellaneous, like that. So if you see here, there are different rates like currencies utilized. So for this purpose, the bidding document specified that the exchange rate on the day of bid opening would be used for the purpose of converting the bid currency. So on the particular day, what the currency rates are, the exchange rate, that is usually used, and this is the exchange rates. So here I have done a working out. So the bidder A, we need to add all these. So first one is given in US dollars, so that is fine. This is in Japanese yen. So 5618,780. So 125 is exchange rate. So if you see here, 5618,780 divided by 125 done. So that will be around 44,000 US dollars, 44,950. And this one is Malaysian ringgit, almost 2 million, and it is 2.5. So if you see here, 2 million, 2.84 million divided by 2.5. So that much is the US dollar. So after converting all, we'll get the final bidding in US dollars as 12 million. So bidder B is 1.6 million ringgit. So 1.6 million is converted to US dollars. We'll get around 12.8 US dollars, and bidder C is directly given as US dollars, 12.4 million, 12.4 million. So after converting the bid prices into US dollars, we get these prices. So bidder A is 12.6, bidder B is 12.8, bidder C is 12.6. Now let's look into the different scope details. So if you see here, scope, bidder A omitted a quote price of mandatory spare parts. The highest price quoted for these parts by other bidders was 68,000 US dollars. So bidder A did not quote for mandatory spare part, which is actually required, and the highest quote was 68,000. That would be maybe included in either bidder B or C. It's not specifically given. So but this, since it is mandatory, we need to add that 68,000 to bidder A's price. So that is what being done here. So spare part 68,000 is done. For others, the spare part is provided, so we did not consider anything for that. Now bidder B omitted to quote a price for a control unit. The highest price quoted for this filter by other bidders was 70,000. 17 million Japanese yen. Again, that is also mandatory, which bidder B did not install, and we are using that highest quote. So here if you see the control unit for A and C, it is fine. So that 1.7 or not 1.7, it's 17 million is converted into US dollars 125. The control unit price, we are adding it as 136,000 US dollars. Next is bidder P also included in his bid price a spare tool worth 69,000. So these tools are optional, so not to be included. So there is an optional price which bidder B had included in his total cost, in this total cost. So that is not required. So others did not include it. So that's fine. So here what we are doing is spare tools, which is not required. We are deducting it. So after adjusting all these prices, here bidder C's bid fully meet the scope of supply requirement. So bidder C is all fine. So that is why there is nothing much being done here. So bidder A, 68,000 was added was spare parts. For bidder B, control unit price was added and the spare tool price, which was optional, was deducted. So after doing all this, we get this price. So this plus this, we get this. This plus this minus this, we get this. This, since nothing is there, adjustments, so same thing will be coming down here. So this will be the bid price after the scope adjustment. So next is the operation efficiency. So that is something related to, since it's a transformer. So here in operating efficiency, the bidding document specified that operation costs would be evaluated on the basis of efficiency of the transformer over a 15-year period. So bidder B offered the transformer with highest efficiency and no price adjustment was required. To see the operating efficiency, bidder B, it's fine, we are not adding anything. But the calculated efficiency operating cost for efficiency of the transformer offered by bidder A was 248. So again, and separate based on this bid document, the prices for this would have been asked from each bidder. So bidder B must have given that they did not require any additional price for the operation cost and all. So that is why here we are not put anything, but for A and B we are putting prices because bidder A put a cost of 248 as an operating cost and calculated cost for the efficiency of transformer offered by C was 124,500. So those operating costs are being put here for bidder A and C. Now next is the commercial term. So commercial term is, as per the bidding document, the payment terms were like 70% upon shipment and 30% upon acceptance, and payment would be made against a 10% bank guarantee which is valid throughout the warranty period. Bidders were allowed to propose alternative terms. So the prevailing interest rate at the time of evaluation of bids were 6% per annum, and the period between date of shipment and acceptance of equipment was 90 days. So in 90 days the shipment will be coming to the site, and these were 70-30 were the payment terms. So once the equipment is started shipping, 70% will be provided to the contractor, and once everything is checked and if it is fine after coming to a site, 30% will be given, and for this 10% bank guarantee needs to be provided by each bidder. Then during this time an interest rate was 6% per annum, and 3 months or 90 days were the lead time. So, and they were also told like they could also propose some alternatives. Bidder A said that they need 75% upon shipment and 25% upon acceptance, and 10% bank guarantee is fine. Bidder B said that they need 100% upon shipment, but with a 25% guarantee that they would be provided, which will be again reduced to 10%. Bidder C didn't have any problem with these terms, so they are fine. To understand how the calculation for this done is, if you see here, the bidding document specified that 70% upon shipment and 30% upon acceptance and 6% per annum. So the 90 days per annum rate, 90 days interest rate will be 6% divided by 3 by 12. 6% is for 12 months, and for 90 days, that is for 3 months, will be 6% divided by almost 4 because it is quarterly. So for that period, 90 days period of lead time, it will be 1.5% interest rate. A calculation kind of this is being run. Since bidder A said that they need 75% of money instead of that 70%, so extra 5% they need. So for that, what is done is, you see here, the price after adjusting into the extra 5% of money that needed into 1.5% interest rate. So that is something extra that we need to give, which is against what the bid document says. So that price is being added here. So the price, total bidding price into the extra 5% 5%. Since it is 70% which was proposed, but bidder A said they need 5%, like 75%. So that 5% extra into during that lead period 90 days, the interest rate is 1.5%. By multiplying all those, we'll get a amount which is actually an extra amount. So that is also added. In case of bidder B, they said they need 100% of the amount after shipping, but there's also the 25% is they can provide as bank guarantee, but 10% is minimum. So if you see here, see, all bidders are required to provide a guarantee of at least 10%. Anything less would be a major delay, but higher amounts are not considered. Even if bidder B said that they would be providing 25%, that is not taken in account. So they need a bidder B need 100%, so that is 30% of more than 70%. So if you see here, the calculation will be the total price into the extra 30% into again 1.5%. So this is added here. Bidder C didn't have any problem with the commercial terms, so nothing is added extra here. So those things are added. Next comes the liquidated damages. So in liquidated damages is that they need a liquidated damage of 10% of the contract price. So bidder A and B had no problem, but bidder C said the maximum they can give only 5% of the contract price as liquidated damages. So that means they are not agreeing for the extra 5%. So that is also need to be taken into consideration. So if you see here, the total price amount, this and this are same, that's why I've taken this equation. You can just put G16 also, so that is fine. So this extra amount, this 5%, total prices into 5%. So this price is actually an extra cost for the client or the consultant, because that if at all a delay happens and if they are agreeing to bidder C's terms, that 5% is lost for that client. So that is why we need to add this also into our bid evaluation. And bidder A and B didn't have any problem with the liquidated damage clause, so nothing is being added. So after adding all these operating efficiency, commercial terms, and liquidated damages, so this total came. So after adding all these operating efficiency, the operating cost, commercial terms, and liquidated damages, the total price is almost 13 million for bidder A, 12.9 million for bidder B, and 13.2 for bidder C. From that, we can finalize that bidder B has the best price, and we can analyze and let the client know that bidder B has the best price. So this is a small example of how a bid evaluation is done. So this is basically for this case study purpose. All these would change depending upon other projects, like what are the requirements. If you do have any comments or any questions, do let me know through the comment section. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Take care. Bye.